What's going on, people? Welcome to the King Mono Show. So, quick question. What do I know about Megyn Kelly and Joshua Doss? Answer, absolutely nothing. I know almost zero about both of these characters. However, I came across this in my Instagram feed and I have to tell you something. Dude cooked. So Joshua Doss has got a new fan in TKM, but I want you to check this out because this is a really nice grilling, but it's also very, very timely considering the day and age that we're living in right now and the political climate. And I think he served her up a nice little plate of whoop-ass. Check this out.
This back from Joshua Doss.
Oh my goodness. This is an IQ test. Don't fail it. Come on, man.
Quick, I just want to bring it back to something that just happened. I feel like I just heard Scott call into question this black man's intelligence.
I thought I heard that as well. Man said, if you could take an IQ test, don't fail it, man. See, these guys are getting so brazen with their outrageous, outlandish, and unqualified attempts to cast all black people as mentally and intellectually inferior. There's so many holes with the IQ argument that they raised that have been debunked ad nauseum. However, we'll come on to that. It's the way he just tried to slip that in and then move on. This is this is textbook what's happening in America right now. And I don't think it's restricted to the right, by the way. I think it's a white male thing. I definitely think it's a white male thing. But anyway, let me let Guy cook.
With the IQ test.
I want to make it racial. Go ahead, but it's ridiculous.
Well,
Get over your obsession with your melanin.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
I literally can't do it.
So wait a second. He rebuts someone who's trying to claim that his melanin is making him stupid or makes black people stupid. And when he rebuts that, he's called out for being obsessed with melanin. This is the world that we live in right now. Like, literally, you call out racism and they call you racist. A white man goes, "You stupid n***," and you go, "That's unacceptable. You're not allowed to say that. Oh, you always make it about race, don't you?" Like, what? What in the flipping gaslighting? Where the hell am I? The answer is you're in 2025. That's where you are. But anyway, let me let Guy cook.
I literally can't. It is the most interesting thing that I own. Megan, when I tell you I had oxtails for lunch. Megan, I had oxtails for lunch. Megan, I had oxtails. I literally can't get over it. But here's the thing, y'all can't get over it either. There have never been a group of people in the history of mankind who have been more obsessed with black people than white people. But I'm going to get to that. Hold up. Megan actually slipped up there a little bit and accidentally revealed a pretty integral, critical part of the political plans for white conservatives. Our historical amnesia is not just a coincidence. It is the bloodline that keeps their political strategies aligned. They need you to forget about that damn melanin.
He's cooking. I told you he cooks. The need for us to not only forget, I'm going to let him carry on, but not only forget about our melanin, but also to downgrade our melanin. What they love is they love it when we overstate their alleged advantages. And by the way, this is going to sound racist. It's not supposed to be racist. It's just a scientific fact. There are no advantages to pale skin. There's a grand total of 0 advantages. White doctors will tell you this. Okay? All of that fluff they've given you about it's stronger or its greater ability to synthesize vitamin D, that's all fugazi. It's absolute fugazi. When people have been put in controlled tests and in controlled environments, they have found that they synthesize vitamin D in exactly the same way. But in addition to that, black people also synthesize scores more vitamins and essential nutrients for the body that unfortunately people with pale skin aren't able to access. These are just biological facts, and what they love you to do is to forget about those biological facts, forget about your melanin, forget about everything, and just basically become a white supremacist along with the other goof troop raccoons that they manage to parrot their idiocy because they don't understand anything about their natural biology as black people. But anyway, let me let him cook.
in your body. She said it out loud. They don't just benefit from your ignorance. Their socio-political and legislative strategies depend on it like a body depends on its veins. Most people would say things like this and not be able to back it up, but unlucky for you, I'm a data scientist, so I brought data from the NAACP in collaboration with Hit Strategies, the polling firm that I work for. Listen closely. We gathered a national sample, a representative sample of black voters, and we asked them very basic things about their black history. These were not trick questions. When somebody refers to the civil rights era, what time period are they talking about? The 1830s, 1930s? What were literacy tests used for in the Jim Crow South? Was it to keep black people from getting loans or running for office? What did the Civil Rights Act do? Did it end the Civil War? Did it end slavery? Black folks that were more likely to get these questions wrong were twice as likely to vote for Donald Trump.
Twice as likely. So what he's found is, it's funny, I've spoken on this channel about the kind of like that pipeline. Many channels spoke about actually that pipeline from, red pill to far right grift. The other pipeline is the pipeline from stupidity to far right grift. There is a definite correlation between black people's intelligence and their ability to co-sign white supremacist narratives and their inability to see how damaging that's going to be for their own person, for their own children, for their own communities by parroting far white narratives. You have to be stupid. This is the thing. You literally have to be both stupid and historically ignorant to parrot far right ideologies. You can't be someone who has a functioning cerebral cortex. You cannot be someone who is cognitively able, because if you are, you will easily be able to see 2 + 2 = 4. If I back these people, my life's going to be exponentially worse. People who can't see that are simply stupid, and that's what this poll reveals.
Forgetting about your melanin is the necessary conjunction of their political and ideological strategies. They don't just want your ignorance, they need it.
So they want you to ignore your melanin. In other words, forget that you're black. You're not black, it doesn't matter. This is not about race. But they haven't forgotten that you're black. They've held on to that. Just like what we've seen happening with Vivek Ramaswamy, or whatever his name is, trying to run for governor. I think it's in Ohio. I can't remember where it is. They've been open about it. Ann Coulter, I think, said, I'm not going to vote for you. You're Indian.
And I guess I can call you articulate since you're not an American black. Can't say that about them. That's derogatory. And that was a great opening segment. Lots of things to talk about there. Oh, and I agreed with many, many things you said during, in fact, probably more than most other candidates when you were running for president. But I still would not have voted for you because you're an Indian. We'll get back to that.
You can have all of the same ideologies as me. You can be as far right as me. You can be as anti-black racist as me. And he ticks all of those boxes. But I won't vote for you because I haven't forgotten about your melanin content. It's the fact that he's brown, by the way. It's not the fact that he's a foreigner. Because if he was Polish and raised in America with an American accent and saw himself as an American, everybody would forget the fact that he had a Polish heritage, and they'll just say, here's a true American, look at him, man. He's just like we're seeing with Nick Fuentes. Yeah? A Mexican man, half Mexican, half Italian. No one cares. They just see white skin, and he can parade white supremacy as much as he likes. He's a foreigner. He doesn't belong in the land, but it does not matter. It doesn't matter to these people. They will never forget your melanin.
Megan is begging you for it. They can't move forward without it. Your ancestors snuck into African countries and decided that people should be enslaved because of melanin. Your ancestors beat, raped, tortured, pillaged, burned, and bred human beings for hundreds and hundreds of years because of melanin. And you today asymmetrically benefit from systems and structures.
And I might add as well, her ancestors and her current peers continue to do that. So let's not talk completely as though these things are in the past tense. Donald Trump kidnapped the Venezuelan president and let off bombs in Nigeria the other day, and we cannot separate that. We can't separate these acts of belligerence from the amount of melanin in all of the USA's targets in the last 100 years. Okay, in the last 100 years, when has the US bombed an all-white nation or a majority white nation? This is current US policy, current UK policy, current French policy. They have no care for the colonial outposts. They have no care for black, dark-skinned, melanated people. They see us as expendable. So yes, historically, absolutely, all of these things are true. But let's not talk about it like it's completely in the past tense. It continues to be true. These people have not stopped being barbaric, backwards, animalistic. I can't think of the superlatives to describe their behavior. Just the most inhumane people on the planet, and they continue to be that.
That were created from melanin conscious policies, and every time we try to break them down, you reinforce them. It's a cognitive sleight of hand for you to say that we're the ones that care the most about the melanin. Black people would love nothing more.
It's not even a cognitive sleight of hand, it's just the worst kind of gaslighting. Do you know what I mean? It's just literally the most tiresome kind of gaslighting that you only get in today's world, where literally someone could be pushing a knife through your heart and calling you violent at the same time. Oh, you guys are just so violent. Oh my God, why would you guys stop being violent? That's literally what they do. They are literally insane. You know, literally insane, trying to project their violent nature as they're literally invading several nations around the world and slaying millions of innocent people. They're turning around and calling certain populations within the US violent. Turn around to them and say, oh, why don't you guys just stop with the violence? Oh my God, we can't trust you. It becomes very tiresome, even to be one of these commentators, because what happens is you're saying the most base, and like, it doesn't take a child to work out that what they're saying is illogical, but they've become so brazen and so open in their dishonesty and stupidity, you almost sound crazy when you're addressing them. You know what I mean? It's like, where does this end? I don't know.
More than just an equal playing field. Y'all are terrified of an equal playing field, and I don't blame you.
I'm sorry, but they are terrified of an equal playing field. That right there, that's the mic drop moment. They're terrified of an equal playing field. This is what it is. They talk all of this, oh, we think they're the best person to get the job. Color shouldn't come into it. When these other groups of people say, you know, race shouldn't come into it, the best person for the job should get the job, that's not actually what they mean. What they mean is, don't remove the benefits of a caste system. Yeah, keep the caste system in place. That's what they're fighting for, is for the preservation of the caste system. We want white male preference at the top, then brown preference, and then blacks at the bottom. We want that to be the order of preference. They're saying preserve that. They're not saying let's make it equal, because making it equal will be to say, well, these people have been historically disadvantaged, and actually if we do the statistics and we do the measurements and we do the controlled studies, we know that you're less likely to hire these people and almost entirely unlikely to hire these people unless we put regulation in place. This regulation, therefore, is going to make sure that you look at this guy's application, this guy's application, and this guy's application in equal light. And if this guy is the most qualified, you're going to hire him. No, don't do all of that. Equal play for anyone. The best person for the job should get the job. In other words, put it back into the caste system. We want the hierarchy. We want the pyramid. We want that white male privilege, that privilege of being the most unqualified person in the room and getting a job anyway. We want the privilege of being able to move up the ladder and become a MD, CEO, and having achieved nothing in my life. I want to be the 24-year-old managing director of a bank because I'm white. That is what they are fighting for. They do not want equality, and they certainly don't want an equal playing field.
Black women businesses, the fastest growing businesses in America, while they're still fighting discriminatory loan practices. It's scary stuff. What the hell would happen?
And that terrifies them. That's just a fact. It's absolutely terrifying when they consider, in spite of literally the burden, the absolute burden of systemic concentrated and continual overt racism against black people, black men and women. And in spite of that, the ability for them to rise through the ranks, for them to create businesses and for them to do well, just on the basis of literally exceeding expectations, being excellent, black excellence. And we know that's a term, oh, it's racist, it's racist. It's not, it's a fact. And these are the things that they find terrifying. They're like, how, in spite of our continual effort to beat these people down, how are they continually rising to the top? Why are they so influential? Why do people follow these people so much? Why we're doing everything to hold these people down and they are still here? It's terrifying for them, I can imagine.
Happen if we made the rules even for everyone. Just come with data the next time you come at me. You know what I mean?
He gets this back from Josh.
And that's the thing, they'll never come with data. Everything they do is a false emotional narrative with nothing to back it. It's just sound bites. One thing I've realized they do in these white supremacist circles, it's all they do is they just throw back at us anything we say to them. It doesn't have to make sense. It can be an entirely made up Fugazi straw man argument. They don't care, but they just throw it back at you. So if you turn around and you go, oh, what is systemic racism? They'll go, oh, yeah, systemic anti-white racism. And you go, okay, cool. Well, you guys, oh, you're gaslighting me. You go, okay, oh my gosh, this is tiring. I'm so fatigued with this. You know what I mean? Everywhere I turn, I get fatigued. Oh, we got black fatigue. We're fatigued by your twerking. Oh my God, there's a glass ceiling. Oh my God, the jobs aren't equal. The jobs aren't equal. It's so hard to get a job as well. It's like they just moan about stuff and complain about stuff they've never experienced. I think for a lot of these fragile white males, it's really like a dream of theirs to experience being a have-not. They really, Tupac said it, I can't remember in what song it was, I think it was, you know, they all want to be like us, they all want to be the have-nots, you know. It's their dream to be disadvantaged, to the rags to riches story, to rise through oppression. They've never faced oppression. Everyone laughs about it. We all laugh about it. All ethnic minorities laugh about the fact that these guys complain, but they've never faced oppression.
There is something that's like very attractive about white men. For a long time, I couldn't really put my finger on it, but now I think I figured it out. I think it's the fact that they've never suffered, right? Oh, it's so attractive. It's really charming. They just like are a little vacant behind the eyes. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, it's so soothing to be near them.
They manufacture oppression. Oh, we're being oppressed because they're taking us out of the movies. We're not all the protagonists anymore. They're including other protagonists. It's not just white men anymore. Oh my God. Oh, white women, they are choosing other men. Oh, it's oppression. It's oppression. No, man, it's choice. It's choice. Make yourself more appealing. Stop being so scared of competition. It's pathetic to see. It's pathetic to behold. And the result is that all that's happening is you're becoming entirely less palatable, entirely less attractive to the very people you're trying to appeal to. So anyway, look, I don't want to talk too much. That was a great video. Great video. Joshua Dosh, you got a new fan. I think I followed you already, and I'll hopefully check out some more of your stuff, man. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed the video. I love the way he cooked. Catch you in the next one. Peace.
If you knew what you were made